Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Welcome.
With that.
So, Selkie, you have narrowly escaped hobgoblin raiders who attacked your shack.
Mm-hmm.
But you got away. You got to town. You decided to fork up some gold for an in-room.
Mm-hmm.
And you've rested for a couple of days, healing up and plotting your heist.
Yep.
So, tell me, Selkie, what's it going to be?
After the healing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it's the heisting. First, I need to assemble my crew. Okay, I've assembled my crew. Excellent. Ready to go in for the heist.
It's quite the montage.
I know, I can't remember the names of any of the people Rick assembles for his crew. The heist episode.
Mr. Poopy Butthole?
No, he didn't assemble Mr. Poopy Butthole, but he had like Heistatron 3000. And
yeah, I feel like I saw that. Oh, did we watch it?
We watched it, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
Yeah. Okay. It's heist time. I'm ready. I'm going to wait for nightfall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back to the old quarter. Bring up the map for everyone to see.
Oh.
No, this is the right map, just the wrong spot. And well after nightfall, during the witching hours, that 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. hour, I'm going to enter the old quarter, make my way down out front of this person's gate. And as I stroll in my lack of armor with just my thieves' tools and my boot dagger on me, and my components for my spells, which I think are just a feather and a bit of twine at this point. But I only need one casting, so I can easily pocket that stuff. I'll keep my eyes out for anyone that might be looking around, you know? Anyone that might be observing my presence here today. So I will keep my eyes and ears peeled.
It is late. You're alone on the street.
Excellent. I'll come up to the lock.
The large double gate.
Shake out my back. And then I want to try and make a lock-picking check to see what quality this lock is. Is that a legitimate use of lockpicking?
That seems legitimate. Yeah, make a check. Even add this to your class doc if you'd like.
I would like to. I think it's a great idea.
You make a check and in a minute gauge the quality of a lock.
Yeah.
You
16.
fail. You're not sure. You're gonna have to work at it to.
Okay. So I know internally that it'll take about an hour to really give a lock a good try. And I'm here late at night, so I think I can probably get away with about an hour spent on this thing. But I will, I'll rely on the silence of the night to let me know if something
try
is
to
coming.
get another silence spell off?
No, definitely not. So I will begin to pick the lock. And I have lockpick 10, so if it's a good lock, then 11d10 rounds.
Roll a perception check.
Good idea. 25.
So you're working on this lock. 41 minutes later, you hear footsteps coming down the street. Sounds like a three-legged person, or maybe a person with a cane. Step, clack, step, clack, coming around the corner.
Can you indicate which direction I hear this from?
This way.
This way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 40-something minutes into my lockpicking attempt, do I feel like I'm making any progress at all?
It's tough.
Okay.
Make another lockpicking check.
Okay, I will back out. I think, but I will do the lockpicking check first. A natural 20.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
All
The
right.
skill of this lock is beyond your skill.
I will just withdraw my tools and keep my head low and start walking down the street in this direction.
Okay.
And then I'll turn around this corner.
Yeah.
So that way it looks
coming
like
around,
we're passing
Yeah, coming
each
around
other.
the corner before you is a hunchbacked man in a cloak with a long polearm type thing. Then he's holding a torch in his other hand. And he walks past you and turns and looks at you as you pass each other. He doesn't say anything, but he takes notice and keeps walking.
All right, well, I will go around the corner and then flatten myself against the wall and peer back around it. See if he's going or coming.
Yeah, you see him walk nearly to the other end of the block, and
I'll
he stops,
behind the
and
wall
he
again.
uses that polearm to relight a lantern that has gone out.
A lamplighter.
Yeah.
An old profession that can only be found in the Nevada desert for 10 days a year.
Is that a job at Burning Man?
Yeah, there are lamplighters.
Interesting.
Yep, they have old-fashioned lamps that need lamplighters. Weird people.
Yeah,
out
I don't
there.
know. I don't exactly know how the lamplighting works, but I assume there's like a stick with a fire on it that you reach up and light a lamp or something.
I do believe it's a hook, and so you unhook the lantern, you
Oh,
bring it
yeah,
down,
there
you
you go.
light it up, and then you rehook it. Yeah.
There you go. So he unhooks it, he refills it, relights it. Yeah.
All right. I will watch, wait for him to move on.
Yeah.
For the
I
coast
think
to
an
be clear.
ancient magical city like this would have like some continual light stones, but
But you also want the ability to have a dark city. You know, you want to be able to turn them off. Maybe. Besides, if it's continual light stones, it's bright as day. You sort
Yeah.
of lose the night effect. People aren't going to be able to sleep. It's kind of a mess.
some continual dim stones or something.
Ooh, yeah. Continual dim stones.
I almost made that spell with Zwihard. I mean, I wound
Yeah.
up just like crafting something around the light stones to make it better mood lighting. But
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so you wait for the lamplighter to move on.
Mm-hmm. I will then head back to the wall, assess the gate situation. Definitely not going to make it there, so I go to the wall near the gate. You said it's partial stone with spikes above it?
Yes, yeah, it's like only several feet of stone, and then like stone pillars every so often, but the rest of it is iron bars.
Well,
brought out.
I am a thin half-elf. Actually, I'm an average-sized half-elf. Can I squeeze between the bars?
It's a tight thing. I'd require some sort of check, probably dexterity.
Yeah, let's see if I can dex check and just squeeze between them. I am 5'4", 125 pounds. But I've got the thin half-elven frame. So the fat and muscle can just like around things, hopefully.
Roll a dex check.
28.
All right, I'll allow it. You slide through the bars. Is this at the gate or is this off to the side somewhere?
Preferably off to the side somewhere, like right over here. Hopefully
maybe
under
here.
the light of a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you step up onto the short stone wall, suck it in, and squeeze between the iron bars, popping out on the other side underneath this
Excellent.
tree.
Now that I'm inside, let's get an idea of what's going on. Is there? I assume there's like a front door in here in the middle of this gym, or is it like on one of these? Outer
So you're in a
points?
small courtyard. There's a fountain in the center, and a few trees around, and then a bunch of houses.
Yeah. Okay.
There's doors like here, here, here.
Oh, so the
This little
neighbors'
shaft.
houses all enter into this courtyard too.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'm assuming it's this big house,
What have I done?
but I actually don't know which house it is. No wait, I saw the butler with the sword shut the gate. I try to remember back to that moment and see which house he went into.
Roll a retroactive perception check.
Oh, okay. There's an intelligence check.
Yeah,
Here's a
you
perception check. I don't know what you want.
Oh, you can. The intelligence is fine. The first one is fine. You saw the butler enter this door right here.
Excellent.
Oops. There's another door on the front of that house, though. So, but butler came to this one.
Am I correct in seeing that this is all one house?
They're close.
Is this not? Is this a gap between them?
They go up against each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
They abut.
They abut. Yeah.
Well, I will skedaddle over to here, and then I will try to use that tree to climb up onto the roof of the first floor here, because it looks like there's a second-story roof at least, or a third story. How many floors is this building?
It looks like it's 3 stories. It is rectangular in shape and rather narrow, but 3 stories tall, with an even taller tree overhanging it. Roll a perception check.
29.
29. You can hear some commotion in the back, like a splashing. And then it's done.
In the back?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. I will slink along the side and try and peer down this back alleyway, making sure to also glance up towards windows.
You can squeeze between these windows. And there is another courtyard here under cover of trees.
I want to make sure I glance towards the windows of these buildings, make sure there's no lights on inside and that there's no people at them and that the windows are closed. Or if they're open,
you do
that's also
see a
useful
light
to
on
know.
in one of these upper windows.
Tell me which house.
I think it's about there.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to move along the side of this building, like that, and then come around this way, rather than crossing right in front.
Okay. You crouch low, slip across the side of this building, through this courtyard, in the shadow of trees. The light just above you here is lit, and you see flickering shadows. Someone's up inside, but you are able to stealth around and over to the other side of this courtyard. There's a small little alleyway here, ending in another iron fence. So you can squeeze to the end of this alley, but there's a fenced-in garden out the back of this house.
I want to just look into the garden and see what's going on.
So it stops about here, and there's like a small gate. So the houses are not connected, but there's an iron gate between them.
Right. Can I peer through the gate into the garden?
You can. Roll a perception check.
28.
Roses. Well, at least one rose. You're not sure what's in the backyard.
But
The commotion appears to have ended. There's no sounds coming from the garden.
Okay. Is there a lock on this gate?
Yes, the gate is locked.
I will attempt to discern if I can pick it or not. Natural 20, modified 30.
Yes, this one seems to be a good lock.
Okay.
You
So I will
pick it, give it enough time.
I will set to work because I know it's late and I've already spent like 45 minutes on the front and maybe 15 minutes getting to here. So if this takes
so
another
it's probably
hour,
around 3 in the morning.
yeah, I can afford to pick one more lock.
Yeah, let's see. It's
Wait a minute, hold on. Can I? If it's 3 and I pick it, it'll get me to 4. That will give me like 2 hours to do whatever I need to do, which will afford me one more lockpick somewhere. So yeah, that's fine. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. Do 48 minutes, but you get the you hear a click as the lock opens.
Sweet. I will slip into. Should have brought some oil with me. I will very slowly open the gate, taking a minute or so.
Fine. Yeah, you can open the gate.
And then
yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
I will then close it. Wait, is it? How should we say it? Is the locking mechanism one that if I close the gate, it locks itself, or is it like a padlock that goes onto the gate?
I was imagining it's padlock on the outside.
Cool. Then I will close the gate, but not relock it. So that way, if I need to get out through here again, I can lock it. I can slip through. But if someone casually glances, it won't look opened.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll close it, put the lock on it, but not lock the lock. Just put the lock through the rings, and then examine the backyard carefully.
There's a small. I mean, it's dark, and there's no lamps lit here. There's a small patch of something against the side of the house here, coming out of the alley, and a rose bush at the corner. And then you round the backyard, and there are some beds of plants.
No water sources?
No.
I wonder what made that splash. Okay. Are there back doors into any of these buildings?
Yes.
Must be, yeah.
There is like a small flight of stone stairs down maybe like 4 feet from the garden to a back door to the house.
Okay. I will scamper up those steps.
Down those steps.
Down those steps, I mean. And give the handle a gentle jiggle.
It is locked.
Mutter to myself, locks on locks on locks. Is there no trust left in this world? As I pull out my lockpicks and examine the door. And I will roll me a 1d10 plus 1d20 plus 10.
You're not sure.
All right, I'm going to move on to see if there are any other doors.
There's just this one on the back.
Okay.
There is a more fence, like here-ish, separating this garden from the next house over. Actually, yeah, there's a fence like there.
I'll look up and look for windows. You said this had 3 stories total?
Yeah, and you're like partway up the ground floor. Like the garden's slightly raised from the lowest level. Maybe like 5 feet up from where you are, there is large bay windows overlooking the garden. And then another story up from that, there are more windows.
Okay, well, I'm going to try
and on top of that is a roof.
I'm going to try and get up to that first set of windows.
There's like so they're above the lower landing. So there's like some stairs leading down to that door. And then above the door are the bay windows. So it's like 5 feet above the garden level, but it's not. It's like
that's like 10 feet above the ground.
A staircase. Like you have to like do like a crazy jump. I mean, you've got jumping.
I do.
You're gonna have to like jump into the window or something.
Okay, well, I'm 5'2", so I can't reach the windows are above the downward staircase, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm to the side of the staircase and I lean out over it, could I grab onto the window sill and like pull up?
No, you'd probably it'd be like a lunge, and you'd have to catch yourself.
Sure, I'll lunge and try and catch myself.
What is your jumping skill?
13.
Just roll a jumping check. Sure.
I will leap.
Natural 20. You aren't trying to leap through the window, right? You're just trying to catch.
Just trying to
you
grab
just
onto the
hop
ledge
and grab a grip of the ledge.
and I will pull myself up and try and peer through the windows, like eyes at first, and then a little higher and a little higher if it looks clear.
It's dark inside. You can't quite see.
Perfect. I'll press my face and one eye to the window.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck in this weird pull-up position. There's not really anywhere to stand.
Yeah. If that's
Maybe you
the
could
case,
get your foot where your hands are.
Yeah, I want to scramble up onto the ledge and have it support my weight. If I
Yeah,
can
you
sit
rolled
like
a
side
natural
saddle
20.
on it or something.
Not even. It's like a couple of inches. You can like press yourself against the glass and try not to teeter backwards as your like feet are like sideways on the window sill, doing like a.
And
yeah,
these bay windows open or do not open?
they are solid glass. I mean, they're with like metal bars in between them.
Okay, so they don't have like the slide, because some bay windows will slide up.
No, it's like it's like a little. It looks like an overhang kind of thing.
Right.
Like a little domed window area.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't open.
Okay.
If you break out one of the panes, you could probably squeeze through, hopefully not cut yourself, but otherwise there's no way in the window.
The glass is embedded in metal or in wood?
Metal.
Metal framing? Okay, so it's not like I would be able to... Okay. So I will try to then just scramble up from this bay window to the... I don't know if I can get my foot up here, maybe I can stand and reach the top of the windows and just pull myself up onto... If it sticks out, it must have some sort of roof on top of it. See if I can scramble up onto that roof.
It's kind of like beveled, and there's not really a good landing. It'll be tough. There's not really a good waiting spot, but you can roll a climb check.
Okay. 1d20 plus 10. They're all 10. Ooh, 19, but perhaps there are some modifiers I can throw in my advantage.
I guess stone average is 0.
So overhang. Don't look like it.
Wait, overhang is a penalty?
That's like if you're climbing, if there's
I think there'll be a bonus of 2. You can like get on top of the windowsill and it's sloped, so that'll get you just to a pass.
Oh, it's the inward
so
slope, right.
I said it wasn't a good perch, but it's a perch, and you can like scramble there for a second or two before continuing, but you'll need another climb check to get any higher, and you'll need to roll better than that. So you get yourself into like a semi-stable position, kind of sliding off the top of this bay window.
Okay. And the next floor you said have regular windows?
There is a window above your head that also doesn't look like it opens. And this one's small.
Okay.
Actually, it's even taller than that. No, it's well above your head. It's maybe 10 feet above your head.
Oh shit! So that means it's on the
but it is above
third
you.
floor, right?
And it does actually open. Yeah, this would be on the top floor, and it does open. I was mistaken.
Okay.
So this
is
one
the
does
wall here is this wall able to be climbed? It's not like a sheer, smooth piece of metal,
It's pretty
right?
sheer.
Pretty sheer?
Yeah. I certainly wouldn't give bonuses. I was even
What sort of
contemplating
penalties might I
slight
get?
penalties. I was looking at your table. Maybe 2, maybe -2.
-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can scramble up it, maybe you could get a grip on the windowsill.
Is the
I think I'll give you just
made
a
of-
flat climb check, no modifiers to get up to the windowsill.
Sure. Is the building here made of wood or stone?
Stone.
Shit. Is there... I want to look at the grout holding these bricks together.
There's no grout. It is a sheer slab of stone.
That's right. I forget that
That's
these
why I was
buildings
considering
are...
the penalties.
Definitely. Okay.
Magic constructs.
Yeah, so that should be really hard to climb. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a windowsill about 10 feet up, so if you could like wall climb 10 feet, you could maybe get a grip on a windowsill.
Right, and I'm already 5 feet with a little bit of reach on top, so I'm gonna try and just jump for the next ledge. I'm gonna try and hope to clear enough
space. Make a jumping
space.
check instead of a climbing check.
Yeah, I'm gonna Assassin's Creed my way to the next floor. Just with a quick 1, 2, 3 jump, and try and grab onto the next ledge.
You're like sliding, and so you're like keep having to scramble to get up, and then one of these scrambles you crouch, jump, and catch the ledge on the 3rd floor.
Thank God it's made of such heavy stone walls that my scrambling against the wall won't make a lot of sound on the inside. Hopefully, he said, trying to influence the DM. Okay, I will. These windows do open, you say?
Yeah, it's like there's like a wooden frame on the inside and like a mech that's like slides.
It slides left to right, or right?
Yes,
yeah. Okay.
but it's gonna be locked. It's not like a standard lock and key.
Is it like a latchy lock?
Something like that from the inside. I don't even know. You'd have to like slide something in.
Right. So here I am, holding onto the windowsill, both hands. Is there anywhere that I can put my feet? Like if I shuffle to a side somewhere, is there like a roof part way up that I can rest a foot on?
Well, there's a roof another 8 feet above you.
Ooh, above me though. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's nothing to my sides.
There's like a weird stone gutter to your left, but that's like vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Below you is the bay window. No, not really. There's this windowsill. It's a precarious perch, but you can probably get your feet into the windowsill. And like,
right.
Yeah.
And then window up here. I am looking down at the very bottom right corner of the map, just past the word solstice, where I am doodling.
Yeah, something
I'm
like
trying
that.
to interpret the stuff to be. Okay, and you said there's a gutter somewhere to my left?
It's along the edge of the building, so it's somewhere over here.
Oh, okay, so
There's
that's
just
pretty
like
far.
it's like a vertical stone cylinder that sticks out from the house a bit, but it doesn't really.
And then there's like a roof up top, something like that.
Yes. It's not it's not like that.
Okay. Is it peaked the other way, so this side is flat?
It's like a trapezoid, and it actually looks like there's a structure on top of the roof from the outside. Although from here you can't really see what's going on, but there's a ledge, maybe another 8 feet up.
Okay. Oh, so it's more trapezoidal like this, like French style, like Parisian houses.
Sure.
Because they've got these like weird flat tops that then tank down on the sides. Never understood them. They're blue roofs. Anyway. So if I'm holding and dangling from here, Selkie, clearly, the desire is to be able to shuffle to the side that opens, hold myself with one hand on the ledge while I extract a lockpick and try and just like flip the lock that holds the window and then shove it to the side. But holding yourself up with one hand is actually really difficult.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a strength check.
To do anything while you're doing that would also be difficult. So I'm a little afraid. If I fail the strength check, I'm worried I might fall, and this will make a lot of noise. So maybe the right thing to do is to try and scramble. Is there a sill on the outside of this window?
Yeah, that's what you're hanging on.
Right. So I'm gonna try and pull myself up and like grab onto the top here and have my feet down here as well. I wanna...
Yeah, you can do that. So you can like pull up, get your foot on the windowsill, pull yourself up, press against the window. Make a move silently check or something.
Yeah, I wanna do one of these. Okay. And in the process, I hope to peer inside the house as well. Okay, moving silently, 1d20 plus 10. Oh, there might be modifiers, but I don't think that's gonna matter.
Yeah, so you're making noise. If there's anyone around to listen, they would hear you.
I actually think there are massive penalties because it's very quiet outside, so that would be penalties for shit. Okay, anyway, I'll get to this point. I'll peer in through the window.
It's pretty dark inside, but you can like cover up your face. You see a bed beneath you and a figure asleep inside of it.
Selkie curses herself silently realizes that this is not the window to go in through, and is going to attempt to go one ledge higher.
All right. Are you gonna climb?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb up to here.
All right, make a climb check.
20 plus 10 is a 29. Oh, thank God.
Nailed it. So you pull yourself up to the top of the windowsill, scramble for a bit, and then you get your hand to the top ledge. And you pull yourself up, and you find a little like rooftop garden thing. There is a small structure here. Maybe, I don't know, 10 by 20.
Rooftop garden.
No, smaller than that. Smaller than that.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. There's a bunch of potted plants, and
is there a rooftop
covering
jacuzzi?
over the thing? There's no rooftop jacuzzi, unfortunately. And then there's a little small structure with a door on it. Presumably leads from the house up to this garden.
I will carefully but casually walk towards this structure. If there seems to be like a, how do you say it? If I can tell where there's a beam that supports the roof, I don't know if it like sticks through a little bit or if the wood or whatever warps around it. Oh no, it's a stone building. Okay.
Yeah.
The roof is solid. It's fine. I'll just walk across the roof to the little building.
Yeah. It's actually, the building is close to you. So you like pull yourself, you're like next to the building. You pull yourself up and over, like the building's
up over the little wall.
Building's up here.
Walk into the rooftop building.
It's locked.
God damn it. Who locks their rooftop buildings?
Who locks their doors at night?
Every door in the house. You know how long it takes to walk around and lock every door in the goddamn house?
You probably just leave them locked all the time.
Ridiculous. Trust in people anymore, I say as I pull out my lock-picking tools.
Okay.
And examine, give the lock a good eye.
In a minute. This is probably just a common lock, right? It's a rooftop. What are the chances that someone gets up here?
Right.
It's locked. But it's not anything outrageously expensive. Could probably do it in 10 minutes.
Well then, a shot.
All right. It takes you 5 minutes. Click, and the lock opens.
Smile to myself and step on in, having accomplished something. Really actually accomplished something. I will enter it's not quite a greenhouse, right? But something in that ballpark?
It's actually a staircase leading down.
Okay.
The greenhouse is a good idea. It can be a greenhouse on the roof too, but this was like the little stairwell that led up to there. So it's like a door, and it leads down a staircase.
Well, I've got my. Actually, I have no idea what my footwear is. I want to. We've never really discussed what I'm wearing on my feet. I kind of thought they were
boots,
something like that. So I will take off boots if I have them. I want to be walking barefoot now because that'll give me a slight bonus to move silently.
Right.
And I will just leave the boots up here, in this area. I'll like put them like nice and neatly next to the door, which I gently close 99% of the way behind me. Just enough, so there's a crack so it can stay open and I won't have to pick a lock on the way out. And then I will tiptoe downstairs barefoot.
Barefoot is +2.
Yeah.
All right, I can make your move silently check.
Okay. 20 plus, it's probably 10, but we'll see here. Move silently is 10, +2 for being barefoot, 30.
Tiptoe so silently. Is that silence spell still following you around?
Thank God, no.
Nobody hears a thing. You get down the staircase, and the staircase like wraps around a corner and goes down another level, or there's like a hallway off to your right. Stairway wrapping around to the left, hallway off to your right. There's immediately a door and then a hallway.
Okay. Well, we're just about at our ending point, so what if we call it here for the day, and when we come back next week for Dicing with Death, Ryan will have prepped maps.
Oh, come on. I
Or
guess
maybe
so,
not.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you don't have to prep maps, but I
Prep
think
doodles.
this is a good breaking point.
Breaking point.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank God Legos haven't been
Cliffhanger.
invented to step on. Yeah. Okay. Well,
All
this
right,
has
well.
been Dicing with Death. Characters are all
Yeah.
warmed up. The dice are ready, and next week we will have another exciting session of Selkie breaking into people's houses and complaining that people don't trust her. And they absolutely
I
shouldn't.
wonder why.
Yeah. I'm aware of my hypocrisy. Like most of my players,
right.
here, not you, but the other ones.
What, do they complain the houses are locked?
No, but it's just like, why would that guard be paying attention at the night? And you're like, okay, he's a guard. Of
Yes.
course he's paying attention, you know?
Do you lock your doors at night?
I can't believe that guy managed to get an attack for bonus to his attack roll for doing something wild and outrageous like jumping off a cliff. That's not possible. I've never gotten attack roll bonuses for jumping off of things. Stupid NPCs are so broken. Anyway.
Anyway.
We will be back next week. Later today, we'll have Empires of Arcadia. Tomorrow will be of Dice and Men. Saturday will be Shenanigans. Sunday will be Desperate Measures. Fingers crossed. And then it all starts again next week. Also, Outpost Santa Barbara is Tuesdays. And the clip contest is still going. Talked about. Check the Discord and the Reddit for rules. And Ryan, do you have anything to add?
I don't think so. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, everyone.
Catch you next time. Bye-bye.